Position the client comfortably on a chair with arms rested alongside her body. Place the stethoscope disc over the brachial artery to ensure good amplification of sounds for accurate reading. Note the first clear and strong sound as the systolic reading and the last audible sound as the diastolic reading. Press client's wrist with the thumb at the back of the wrist and the first two fingers over the radial artery with moderate pressure. Count for the number of pulsation for 1 full minute. Place the thermometer to the client's axilla. Hold the thermometer in place in 2 to 3 minutes or until you hear the beep sound. Note the rise and fall of the patient's chest with each inspiration and expiration. Using a watch with the second hand, count the number of respiration for 1 minute. Effleurage. The technique's variation. One-handed raking. To use the raking technique, the fingers should be together or apart, moving in one direction. The next technique's variation. One-handed ironing. A deep one-handed effleurage, often done with the forearm, knuckle, fist, or palm of the hand. The deeper the glide, the slower the move. This technique calms the nervous system when done slowly. Techniques variation. One-handed circular. It can be performed around the shoulder, hip, knee, and abdomen. It relaxes the client and prepares an area for a deeper stroke. Two-handed heart. Performed up and down for the back in a heart shape, up the leg or up the arm. It increases blood and lymph circulation and relaxes the client. Two-handed circular. One hand may be placed next to or on top of the other hand. This technique relieves insomnia. Alternate hand raking. The index and middle finger forming the letter V may be placed on either side of the spine. It is used to move from one side of the table to the other without losing contact with the client. Alternate hand. Circular or sun, moon. It can be performed as one hand circles, origin, and the other hand move behind the first hand in a half circle or a crescent shape. Nerve stroke. It is considered as a light effleurage, feather light like finger tracing over the skin used as a finishing stroke in a massage therapy, and is typically done at the end of massaging a body segment and at the completion of the massage. Petrissage or kneading. One-handed. The entire hand or the pads of the fingers and thumb can be used to lift the tissue. This variation is well suited for smaller muscular areas such as the arms, top of the trapezius, or the arms and legs of a child. Both hands are lifting, compressing, and releasing the tissue simultaneously. It is often used to address larger muscular areas such as the back. Two-handed, praying hands. Fingers are interfaced in a praying hand position. It helps maintain proper position. Two-handed, ocean waves. Use a back and forth movement while the hand opposes each other, lifting the sides and pressing down while on top. It is typically applied across a larger muscular area or horizontally down the back. Alternate hand. Lift the skin and underlying tissue with one hand and compress. Next is lightens the grip enough to allow the muscle tissue to be released while still remaining in contact with the skin. Repeat the first move with the opposite hand. Do not lose contact with the skin while switching hands. It is done to stimulate the nervous system and improve cellular nutrition. Fulling. Grasp the tissue with both hands, lift it up and away from the bone while spreading it out laterally. Repeat the movement until the tissues feel warm and elastic. It is effective for broadening muscles and the related tissues and mimics the movement of a muscle when it contracts. Skin rolling involves lifting and compressing the skin and superficial fascia. It is the technique essential to Bendigo web massage or the connective tissue and myofascial release. It is one of the few massage techniques that may be applied over bony areas. Grasp and lift the skin between the fingers and thumbs, compressing the tissue. Roll the skin as though you're rolling a pencil using your fingers to scoop up the skin as you move across the area. Friction. Superficial warming, also known as the heat rub. It generates heat by creating resistance to motion. Place both hands palm down on the client's skin. The fingers of each hand should be together firmly. Move the hands briskly and simultaneously in opposite directions. One hand moving towards you and the other moving away from you. Sewing. Fingertips, knuckles, or ulnar surface of one or both hands may be used if the surface area treated is small. Compress the tissue firmly with open palms and extended fingers of both hands. It is best suited for the extremities. Rolling. Roll the skin, muscle, and surrounding tissues around the bone, moving both hands in opposite directions. As you roll the tissue around the extremity, use a back and forth movements while you compress the tissue and slide your hands from distal to proximal. Wringing. While compressing the lubricated tissue on all sides with palmar surfaces of the hands and fingers, move the hands in opposing directions. Slide the hands toward the trunk of the body during the massage movement. Wringing friction is performed vigorously, like wringing water out of a cloth. The movement is best suited for arms, legs, and fingers. Cross fiber. It is also known as deep transverse friction. It is a very precise and penetrating form of friction. The direction of movement should be across and perpendicular to the pattern of muscle fibers. One or more fingers are placed on the skin at the exact site of a pain or injury. Apply firm, consistent pressure in one or both directions. Move the fingers in a back and forth motion. Chucking. It is also known as parallel friction. It refers to deep friction applied in the same direction in muscle tendons or ligamentous fiber. It uses the thumbs or fingers to rub back and forth, moving the superficial tissue over the underlying structure. It is usually performed one-handed, while the other hand is supporting the limb that is being massaged. This movement is often applied between bony areas. Circular friction. It uses small circular movement that glides superficial tissue layer over underlying tissue layer in different direction, using the fingers or palms of the hand. Particularly useful around the joints and and in bony areas. Tapotement. Tapping punctuation. Using your fingertips of one or both hands, strike the body surface rapid but consistent delivery of pressure and speed. A hard version of tapping punctuation tapotement is excellent for the soles of the feet. Tapping pulsing. It is performed one-handed with an alternate deep and light tap. The deep tap is comparable to a full note and the light tap is comparable to a half note. Tapping raindrops. Commonly used on the face or scalp. Feels like light rain. Each fingertips of the hand strikes the skin lightly at a different time. Pincement, also known as blocking, done the same as the skin rolling technique. The skin is grasped using a quickly delivered striking motion, lifted and released while the fingers of the opposite hand follow suit. Hacking, also known as karate chop, produces a slight vibratory action coupled with a percussive action. Hacking along muscle fibers parallel produces relaxation in muscles. It is applied across large muscles with the fingers perpendicular, stimulates muscle spindle activity. Quacking. Place the palms of both hands together. The skin is struck using only the sides of the third, fourth, and fifth finger. The air moving out of the hands during the strike make a quacking sound. Cupping. Curve the palmar surface of the hand into a cup, as if holding water. Strike the client's skin with the edge of a cupped hand, making a muffled horse hoof sound. A vacuum is created when lifting the palm from the skin's surface, hence the hollow sound of suction. Pounding. It is performed with the sides of one or both loose fists contacting the skin alternately. Loose fist beating is used on large, muscular areas such as the posterior legs and the hips. Wrapping. Performed using a loose fist placed palm down striking the skin's surface like the therapist knocking on a door. Diffused. It is commonly used over the abdominal region. Drag the open hand across the skin as you move across the skin's surface. Clapping, also known as slapping. It is performed with the palmar surface of the hands and fingers striking the skin with alternate strokes. The fingers are held together. A loud smacking sound is heard if done correctly. Vibration. Fine. Place fingertips on the skin and begin a trembling movement by rapidly contracting and relaxing the arm, keeping the fingers and wrist stiff. Fingers should be moving from side to side while maintaining contact with the skin. The therapist's hand may remain in one location or glide down or around an area, such as the back, legs, or arms, while applying quivering movement. Jostling. It can be used on a muscle belly or limb. When applying it to muscle, grasp the muscle belly or bellies and shake vigorously but rhythmically back and forth. This may feel like rolling friction. Coarse vibration. The therapist grabs the muscle or limb with one or both hands and shakes or pulls it vigorously. Rocking. It is done by pushing the client's body with one hand or tossing the body back and forth on the table between two hands. It requires a pitch and catch motion. Push or pitch the body with one or both hands, retrieving or catching it as the body swings back toward you. Pitch and catch the body until it begins to move easily or finely. You can also pitch and catch the body using one hand on each side of the body. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope you learned something from the videos. Once again, this is Kaye Bacus from Section Hermes.